Hello everybody, we are back again. This song is super loud for me and for you guys, so let me lower down the song a little bit, the volume of the song. Alright, better now. And today we don't have plans, so we have a block to complete. And I'm atrocious when it comes to blocking large environments because I'm very undecided. So I don't know, like I know the visual that I want, but I struggle with like the initial block of what I want. So I try to add as many visual cues as I possibly can to try to focus my vision. So I'll first concentrate in just one spot. So I'll create a camera angle. First of all, I'm gonna block some things that I think are key elements to the scene. In this case, the little Japanese house. We're doing like a no feudal Japan village. That's how you pronounce it, right? Let me check. I don't want to be botching the word that I will probably be repeating throughout this entire live stream again and again. So let me check how to pronounce it.
Feudal.
Feudal. All right, I was not that far away from the right spelling of the word. Okay. So first of all, very important things for this scene, trees and bushes, and yeah, these are very important, and the little house. So let's block those first. Let's arrange them on the scene more or less how I want, and then let's start sculpting the base of the terrain around it, and also adding mountains or anything else that I need. My idea is to make a village that is like a little bit in the middle of a valley. So we're gonna have mountains, like steep mountains around, and we're gonna have a lot of foliage, a lot of nature around the village. And that's the initial idea. Right? Easy. Or at least it should be. Okay. So let's start blocking something. And I lower down the beat rate of the live stream a little bit because I felt like it was a bit too high yesterday, so it was dropping a couple of frames. And because it's not a high action live stream, there's no need to send tons of bit rate. We won't have like anything that is high on FPS going on screen. Actually, I probably didn't even need to be doing this live stream at 60 FPS. Again, because we don't have a bunch of action going on, but because I want to, I don't know, keep the consistency of the quality, I decided to go with 60 FPS. So I have pure ref here. You guys are probably not being able to see it, but I have pure ref here on the corner. But you guys will only see Blender. Sorry. So I have a line here too that is here just to give me another visual cue. In my case, I know like more or less the path of the main street of the village. I guess you can say that. Like I said, I'm very, very, very undecisive when it comes to like my initial blocks. I have an idea in mind, but I have problems solidifying the idea, and I feel like this is a very common problem. I'm not alone in this road. So this to give me like a human reference. So it's 1 meter and 80 centimeters tall. And I don't know how much this is in inches and feet. Sorry, I don't use imperial metric system. So yeah, 1 meter and 80 centimeters is the height of this little guy here. Okay, what next? like I said, I'm terrible when it comes to blocking. I'm good at executing the models and getting the idea done, but I'm absolutely horrible when it comes to like blocking the idea. But yeah, the idea is something like I said, in a valley, so lots of mountains around is where we're gonna have. So yeah, let's start by blocking, like I said, some vegetation in the little house, and it's getting quite warm here in my room, so I'm gonna turn on the fan, ceiling fan. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, my grandma wanted to talk to me. Alright, let's get it done here. I also have some inspiration for the little house, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I hope. I should be able to do some of this decently fast. It's just a block. It doesn't need to be perfect, or it doesn't need to have the final look of the house. So I'm just looking through my image here. I'm just situating my mind. Okay. Just looking at the possibilities. Okay, let's start with the first one. So let's create a cube. Let's focus on it, so it's gonna be the center of our rotation. And by the way, for this project, I'm gonna do a very winter looking, an old Japanese village, so the ceiling won't be like that classic wood ceiling. The roof, by the way, sorry, the roof won't be that classic like wooden roof that you're probably used to see in a Japanese village. Actually, in the more alpine areas, the roofs will be made out of ray, like a very thick pile of ray and RR. I don't think it's ray. It's more like very thin twigs and ray. It's a combination of both, but it's like very, very, very thick. It's very thick. And this is the type of roof that I would do. And it's actually quite cool. Okay, so this would be the block of the ceiling. Yeah, let's create another cube. I'm so much loot for it today, I don't know. And yes, I'm making all in one piece. Don't judge me. Just want to keep this simple. This is probably already not simple. And by the way, if you want to know why I'm being able to select through the model even though I'm not in X-ray mode, the reason why is because I have an add-on installed. It's called Select Box X-ray. And it basically puts you into X-ray mode every time you make a selection, but it doesn't show off the classic telltale signs of being in X-ray mode. So it's like if you are in X-ray mode when you're doing a selection, but you're not shown like the classic signs that you're in X-ray mode. And I also have an option enabled. There is actually exclusive of Blender 3.5 that when you're in X-ray mode, you don't need to necessarily select the center of your edge or your face in order to select it, because we all know that when we are in X-ray mode, if you want to select a face, you gotta include the dot that is in the middle of the face in your selection, otherwise that face won't be selected, and that could be a problem. It could create a reliability problem. Problem. So to avoid this, if you're using Blender 3.5, there is an awesome option that allows you to select your face or edge or vertex without necessarily having to select the middle of the part. And this in conjunction with this add-on works just marvelously, and it is amazing. It makes selecting things so much faster because it's like in Maya. So you can select things in a very intuitive way, and you can work pretty fast actually. So it's very, very good. Sometimes you will need to go into X-ray mode literally just to see where your item is, where your element is. but for the majority of the time you don't need to be into X-ray mode, and this is just awesome. Again, like I said, sometimes you want to be in X-ray mode just so you can see what you're doing or see the element that you're selecting, but a lot of times you don't need to be in X-ray mode. It's so good to have the freedom to do it.
Deep inside. Deep inside. Deep inside. Inside my mind. Deep inside. Inside my mind. Take a look. Inside my mind. Deep inside. Inside my mind.
Okay, first block is almost done. The only thing that I'm gonna add is maybe I'll need more cubes to do this, but houses would typically be a little bit higher above the ground just to avoid humidity and floods or anything that could happen. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Make the house a little bit higher, like if it was above the ground. Yeah, something like this. There we go, something like this. I'll make it a little bit larger. And I'm gonna make another cube right here, and let's bring it here. Let's start working it out. And this cube will be like the front of the house. Build this, and let's bridge this. There we go. And like underneath here, everything will be like filled with rocks. So I'll probably create this effect later that everything here, like under the house. So in reality, we have like a wooden floor supported by rocks underneath. It's actually a pretty neat effect. For the purpose of simplicity, is good enough. And super small. So we have our first house blocked. There we go. Let's keep making different examples, I guess. I just want to add one more thing here because I feel like it's gonna create a cute effect. There you go, cute. We can also make a little shrine, like some village will have little shrines inside of the village. We can make one too. Wooden heart. So yeah, let's make a shrine. The shrine, on the other hand, would have the wooden roof, because the thing with the wooden roof is that it will be more common in more warm place around Japan, and also in richer village, because that very ornamented wooden roof would also be more expensive than the ray roof, and also less efficient for a very humid alpine place. So in the high altitude place, it would be more common for you to see the ray roof, because it was more resistant, and you wouldn't deal with humidity and snow better. But the wooden roof would be more beautiful, more ornated, and more expensive. So yeah, that's the difference. So usually, even in this very small villages where you have the ray roof, the little shrines would have the wooden roof very ornated, because it was a sacred place. So obviously, they would invest the money. Oh yeah, let's do it here. We need a cube, and a lot of times it would really just be a cube. So let's bring this cube here to the side. Let's isolate it. Let's make it bigger. It would also be in a elevated place. So let's make it already. Like almost everything would be in an elevated place for the sake of keeping the house away from the humidity of the ground, because in a lot of these very small villages, the ground would be just mud. It wouldn't be paved, so yeah, lots of humidity. So this is not good. And here it would also probably be following the same theme as in a lot of these villages. The house would be done in a very similar way, following the same theme. So not to make confusion, when you're choosing, this was something that I struggle a lot with this project. It's like finding a reference that would have all the information that I want, and I ended up finding this in Shirakawago. I really liked the look of the village, and I found that a lot of village from the time being that I'm looking into are also done in the same way. So I found this village very informative. Like the visuals are very good reference. Like I said, other village from the same time period would also have the same look. But you're gonna have like, you're gonna find, if you just put feudal in Japan, you're gonna find village with lots of different visuals. And this is because in different parts of Japan, the village will have a little bit of a different visual. And depending on the timestamp, the village will also be different. So like, you gotta really look for a good reference and stick to it. Because if you sort of stick together tons of different reference, you might end up with a village with the house or from different periods or from different regions of Japan. So usually take a reference and stick to it. Like find like a village that you can find lots of images of it and stick with that visual just to keep, you know, the consistency in the visuals, because it's very easy, like I said, to end up with houses that look that like they are from different places and different periods in time. But Shirakawago is a very, very good one because it is a very well preserved one. So you have modern, you know, pictures of it, but a lot of the visual of the place was preserved. Although obviously they play like some of the house, because it is a still habitated place. The houses were modernized, but some of them were kept as they were. So it's like super cute because you're gonna have more modern house blended with some like really old style house, and it's very cute. And like even the old house, they were a little bit modernized just to like keep them up, keep them standing. But here's where having other reference, other StarCraft reference can help. So in the beginning, I was surrounding myself with a bunch of references, but they're all like from different different periods and different regions. Like some of them are from really old, ancient, like shrines and temples. This is not very useful. Some are from very poor village. Well, like you can kind of get an overall idea. So like my main reference, like I said, are Shirakawago, and also a little illustration that is very cute, but it's very descriptive of how like a very simple isolated village in the middle of a valley would probably be. It would be very simple with just a few houses, just a group of people, really. Like mine would be a little bit bigger, but still simple. So here I have an idea. I already block like where would be the rocks base. I'll probably do the same to the other block. I will update it. Let's do some steps. So I need a plane, but I'm too lazy to create one, so I would just borrow a face here. And I start working it. Let's do the steps of our shrine. Two steps seems like enough. Yeah, it's enough. Let's fill this, subdivide this, push this in place. Let's extrude it down. Let's bridge this. Ta-da! You can put an edge around the middle. You can put your origin there, and you can mirror both sides. And for some reason, I'm not at the right menu. Let me see here. Why my add-ons are acting up weirdly. I like the hard ops Alt X mirror shortcut. It's very useful, very useful. But I guess I have another high menu add-on that is overriding the... Oh yeah, this one here. It was overriding my my menu. Like, I have so many add-ons because like I like machine tools, but I also like Wazzle spy menu. But like I like some of Wazzle spy menus, but I don't like all of them. For some pie menus, I prefer the machine tool pie menus. But like both have pie menus that are mapped to the same shortcuts, so sometimes I'm gonna have one overriding the other. So yeah. Okay. What is going on here? I'm not with the right pie menu again. And all of this because I disable and re-enable the add-on, so it resetted its settings. Yeah. Yikes. Let's go. Yeah. Finally. Okay. So let's go now. Why am I with cavity enabled? Now we should be able to just do, oh yeah, this. Can even do something more simple and just use let me save before I do some shit on the project. We can use we can change the mode. I'm in modifier mode, but we can do also a permanent symmetrization on the model. I don't know if this word even exists. If it doesn't, it does now. Oh yeah, here. I want to symmetrized. This way we have no add-on. It's just a physical symmetrization. I'm creating tons of words here of the model. Okay, there we go. And I feel like this should be larger. Okay. Time to create the roof again. I'm gonna borrow a face so I don't have to create another one. Let's make it larger. Let's poke. this face so we can push it up like this. Really, really up. This should also be larger. I'm gonna push this whole thing up because what I'm gonna do now is select all of my bottom face. This. And let's do this then down a bit. Yup. And then what is going on here? Things are looking weird. Alright. Let's push this up so I have space and I can see what I'm doing. Select all of the face. Not the face, the edges again. Let's screw them in. Push down. Yup, not too much. Now let's extrude in again. Just to add a little bit of Huion, and then we extrude up. And we feel. Hee, that was hard. And now we make it bigger. And we push it down. Okay, now super big. Actually, there's no need to have this much detail. So let's just select all of this. And just close everything in, and I'll get better reference later. Let's just feel this. Push it down. The only thing that I will do here is made a cut right through right here and push this in to start giving like a little bit of the shape the roof will have. And like, wow, the roof is really big in comparison to the little shrine. Like, it's very large. Something like this. Okay, everyone done. Let's put it all together. Let's send pivot point to the bottom. Another thing that I said I would do would be change change the bottom here. So let's delete the face. Let's delete this too. Let's get this. Let's push it to the front a bit so it doesn't get in the way. Select this, duplicate it, release it on the same place, separate it. Center the pivot point. Let's make it larger around the house. Something like this. Looks good. Not a lot, just a little bit. To give it thickness. Let's duplicate the face again. Let go in the same place, separated. And let's give it thickness again. make it larger a little bit. Yep, let's bring this in now. There we go, not bad. Join everything, send the pivot point to the bottom. Good. Let's snap to the grid. Snap you to the grid too. I'm pretty sure I have absolute grid snapping on. Yes. Yeah, the house and the shrine are looking good in comparison to each other. This is a very what is the word? Skewed house. But not bad. Let's keep going. I'm looking through my reference pictures again. Okay, let's do our house following the style of the first one, more or less. I was thinking a little bit more on the layout of the scene later. I need to stop thinking too much ahead of myself. Oh, I like the set. Let's listen to it from the beginning. So I love trends. It means that we're gonna listen to a lot of trends in this live stream. Let's put all of this to the side. And from this one, I'm gonna reuse the ceiling. Gotta modify it a little bit. Let's make it let's make it double-sided. What do you guys think? Like, not double-sided, but like double-leveled. Yeah, sounds like a nice idea. It's probably a terrible idea, but I feel like it sounds like a good idea. Although probably it's not. Okay, actually doesn't need to be larger. It needs to be actually thinner. Let's add a cube. Cube is out of the way in the other side, so let's do something smarter. Let's take this object and let's say cursor to selection. Let's generate a cube here. Make it bigger. Put it down. Make the top smaller and the bottom way bigger. Maybe this part can also be a bit bigger. to make it bigger overall. And in this case, this part will also be a bit closer together, like this. This part will follow. Gonna be larger in this direction. Alright, for some reason it's not working. Wonderful. Well, let's do it by hand. Not the ideal, but alright, not bad. Just horrible. But he'll do it. Let's put it, I don't know, somewhere here. Let me do something already. Or I forget. Let's isolate this, select this and this, and put a face here. And let's separate this face, otherwise we're gonna have no manifold geometry, and this is bad. Put this here, just like a cap. Don't need that edge there anymore. But what I want to do now is increase the size of all of this. Make it a bit shorter. But I also want to take this and this and make it larger to the sides. Almost like a square. And I know it's looking ugly. But it's how it is, how they used to do their roofs. It's not my fault.
Of eternity. A bond forever and beyond.
All right, not terrible. And just like this, we have another house done. Almost. By the way, thanks for everybody that is watching. I would appreciate a lot if you could leave the like. Helps a lot. So yeah, don't forget the like, very important. Let's make the roof one thing. I guess we can borrow the stairs here. Why not? I just think we need to increase the size of the steps a bit. Perfect. Maybe increase the length too. Yep, another little house done. By the way, this is just a block, guys. Obviously, this is not the final version. Let's see. Another style house that we could do, a bigger one with like 2 areas. Sounds like a good idea. Oh, hi Tom. So again, I'm gonna borrow this ceiling again. Not ceiling, this roof again. It's a nice starting point. I'll make it taller. I'm looking at some pics of Shirakawago again. Bro, that place is so beautiful. A trip to a place like that must be so amazing. So this will also be way larger. Way broader, I mean. Like this should be enough. I know you were actually on the call. I saw when I posted the link for the live stream there. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'm starting this channel like from the ground up, so every single bit of help that you can give me is very welcome.
The content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become.
Okay. And now the tricky part, making the other side of the house that is intersecting with this one, but it is rotated 90 degrees. Okay, so it should be as simple as taking this part, duplicating it. I'll move it to the side just because this other side of the house is a bit less broader. More like this. Not as broad as the other side. And now it should be easy. But it's never easy. Every single time we say it's easy, it's never easy. It's actually super hard. I know they need to adjust like the angle of this part, but like it should be just doing this, right? Yeah. See, not complicated at all. Look how cute this looks. Yes. Oh, it's looking cute. Not bad. So let's make the floor. So let's duplicate this, separate it. Let's work on it a little bit. Okay. Make it bigger. You might need to adjust a couple of edges manually. No problems. Oh, hi, Modelando. Thanks. And this is just the block. I'm gonna refine the shape a little bit more just so I can place them on the village and start deciding the layout. And then I will start working on where it goes around the village. Foliage, the trees, some small plants, and then the mountains around, the actual valley around the village. I'm doing the collab with Thiago, so I'm working on the little animation show heel that he's doing. It's gonna be like a promo demo, and I am the one in charge of the environments. So another house also technically done. Another block is done. Put it to the side. I want to do another one that is pretty much the same idea of yeah. It's kind of the same idea of this one, but with a little extra on the top, if it is that we can call it this way. There's like a little attic at the top, but it's very small. I'm also looking at a reference of some other simple village to see if this is something that you would see that often, and apparently yes. Again, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. This helps the channel a lot. It's very hard to grow a channel from zero here in YouTube, so any help is welcome. Again, for the entrance of this house, I guess we'll just put a little cube here. It's a little ramp. Crazy. To make it the size we want. Delete this face. Let's extrude this. On this edge here. Just a simple ramp. Rigid here. Let's fill up here and fill up here. Oh, it's you. Thanks, yeah. Goodbye. Okay, a little ramp here in the entrance. Save. Don't want to lose work. Let's keep pushing things to the side, creating space here. Okay, let's create another house, and for this one I'm gonna use the base of this one. Actually, this one is a bit too long. Let's shorten it a bit. The same here. Okay, we need to make it quite broader. So I actually get rid of this. We won't need it. Also delete this, and let's start making everything larger. Okay, it'll work for beginning. Now let's take these two parts and let's elevate it. Make this part way shorter. And now we can reuse these parts. Separate them. I'm sure you can just reap the vertices and it'll work. But I don't think the reaping option is there. Nope, it's not. Oh, it didn't work. So I would just separate like this. It's turn this like this. Put it up here. Delete this face. We don't need them anymore. Okay, let's do this. Extrude this down. And then we extrude to the sides. Good. Push this down like this. Now we use this. And I will fix this ugly looking art here. Okay, much better. Put this on the front. Here. Could be smaller. Or like this. Alright, now the most horrible thing in the world. That's just the base now. Let's think on something for the front. Let's take this. Let's adapt it. Make it bigger. Let's add thickness to this with the solidify modifier. That is good enough. Let's apply. Let's make another one that would be a variation of this one here. Well, let's again grab this. And let's get rid of a couple of things. Alright, this, and this. And this too. Make it way shorter. And let's turn it. Let's feed it somehow here. Let's turn it again to being the larger one. Should be something like this. Yeah, it's really weird looking. Like having one house kind of on top of the other. Weird. It's weird, but it looks cool. Okay, and like this, we have most of our template house kinda done. This is the block. How much else to do? Let's block some props now and some foliage when we can start laying out the village itself. Just gonna look through again. I'm gonna again look through my reference. See if there isn't anything else that I can make too. Yeah, more variations would be just like in height. Some houses are taller than others. But that's about it, pretty much. Like I can make a less broad version of this one here. This one here could actually be quite large. I don't know why I made it so little. It's a very big one. Yeah, the scale is more even now. Very uneven before. Like you would have 2 stories on house, but it would be very uncommon because like the level of engineering required wouldn't be there. So I guess they just wouldn't risk it. Like when it comes to two stores house, like it would be something like this, you know, like here is one level and here's like an attic, and the attic is the second floor of the house. That's how they would do like double store house. So yeah, I guess just for laying out the plan of the village, this is good enough. Again, I'm gonna add more variation later. Once I start doing like the modular piece, I can start like organizing them in different ways to create different variations. So yeah, that was it for the block. Let's start putting this around. I mean, I guess I would do the blends first, so once I start laying out things I can just go and do it all at once. Sounds like a good idea. Now let's start with blocking some foliage. Let's do some pines and pears, trees. Look at my foliage reference again. Okay, yeah, we just need some pines and some birks. All right, good enough. A little Christmas tree. First tree done. Let's create one different style of tree. More normal looking one. This, I guess, will create a meta ball. I feel like the meta ball would be enough.
It's not ironic that we find peace where we find comfort in the things that we share and who gets to share to go beyond what we know.
Why are you not extruding the meta ball?
Time for change.
Oh yeah, because I need to duplicate, not extrude. You stupid.
A time to realign the course of our energies. A time to really feel every emotion, every word spoken, and take it heavy, further, and not pretend we didn't just see what we saw, and not pretend we didn't just hear what we heard. This is the time to own what's right. The time is come.
Okay, let's move them around a bit. Start creating some volume. Okay, it's decent enough, I guess. Apply the lattice, exclude this so we don't have a bunch of objects that we don't need. Let's borrow this part. Make it bigger, obviously. Dollar. Right here. And just so I don't look lazy, let's flare up the base a little bit. Ah, perfect. In terms of foliage, this would be good enough, trust me. It will. I hope. Let's do some other props.
Mission control.
I'm looking around here in the search for like some other props that I can make. Just to help grounding up the scene. Like, I also thought on creating some bush that could be just a variation of this. Like something like this. Beautiful. Not distorted at all, not even a little bit. Just pure perfection. All right, beautiful.
shaking underneath, trying to take me alive. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival.
Okay, I have a couple of ideas for props. Again, very simple stuff.
Tell me now, what you gon' do? We can do this face to face. The reckoning is coming real soon. Doesn't matter what you say. Try to tell you this is my moment. Can't take mine 'cause I own it. Don't you know that I locked and unloaded? You're out of focus. Get ready for the fallout. Can't stop me now. I got no rival. I'ma find my way through the blood and pain game of survival. Any time or place, watch 'em run away. I got none. I'll be standing on my own, never gonna take my throne. I got no rival. Watch 'em run away. I got no, no, no. I got no, no, no rival. Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the cages. No, I won't sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn.
to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. That's true, give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty.
Okay, again, good enough. Just a couple of props. We can have something to scatter around. Make one more. Actually, gonna turn this so it's facing the right direction. Make one more thing.
The calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. Tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Once you shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? We're the revolution. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall and I found a way to reconcile, cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live a lie.
I feel like I'm doing something really wrong here. My brain is starting to fail me. Like my brain started to go like, oh. It happens. Sometimes our brain starts to like function as it should.
Life kept spitting at my feet and forced me down a dead-end street when all I had went up in flames, burning only dark remains. I covered up every part of my skin, oh, 'cause
Alright, finally, okay.
I know I'm the one to blame. All I can do is
I got what I wanted to do, okay. Or for how long it took me.
I refuse to question why. I'm too sad to say I'm sorry, so lie and pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. Whoa, whoa. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if
Yay, finally. After 1,000,000 years.
too many lows, too many highs, too many things to criticize. So I leave it all behind. Don't wanna live a lie. I don't wanna live a lie. We'll never lie. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. Oh no.
You know what? I'll just leave this like this. I'm sick of tweaking this. My brain is just starting to go all over the place. Like seriously, I just want to move a couple of things here and I can't. Oh, this shape is really getting me. Like I don't know. This, can I do this? Just this? Okay, 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 it worked. Oh, let's save this. Jesus. This took way longer than it should have. Woo! This was a hard one. Like mainly that shape. That shape really got my brain kind of confused. All right. Whew. Little piece of crap done.
There's a universe inside you. So won't you wake up now and see? Don't hide away the things you're feeling. Unlock your mind and lose the key.
I'm still not happy with the proportions of this, but at this point, I guess I'll just stop caring.
I can see the stars inside you. Please just open up your eyes.
Okay, more props done. This one should be actually taller, like this. Well, there are other props that we can have here. One of them I can actually import from a different scene, and it would totally work.
There's a universe inside you. So much more than people know.
I'm just again looking around the scene, looking for more props that I could create.
Stop the path of devastation. You should live for all the highs.
At this point, I don't know why I keep making my own life harder, making more props. But well, I guess I can't help it. But I promise this will be the last one.
There's a universe inside you. You've got to give it room to breathe. So let the universe excite you. 'Cause that's the way it's meant to be.
Take what you want from me. I'll give you everything. All that and more.
Whoa, wait a second. Go back to that song. Wow, that song that started playing. Which song was it? This one. I've heard this song before. I love it and I had no idea it is from Exod. Well, I've been listening to this song for such a long time, and I've been listening to Exod songs for also a very long time, and I had no idea this song was actually his. Wow. Learning a new thing every day. This is actually a quite big structure. Alright, something like this. Okay, I guess I have everything I need to start blocking this. Let's save it. I gotta join this. Now it's all one thing. Alright, we have all we need. Let's save this scene, and guys, I'm gonna finish here. because I mean the majority of my day is composed of modeling, English, but I also do other stuff. So yeah, I have other diligence that call for my attention right now, so I have to go. So thank y'all for your presence, and I see you in our next live stream. Bye bye.